So y'all, I was at my little Caribbean spot that I like to go to every now and again, right? Like I'm sitting in there, just a regular day. I ordered some food, you know, and it's a bunch of people sitting in there today. Well, that particular day, like 7 people in there already waiting on their food too. I'm going in there and make my order. So I'm sitting waiting for my order, and then an older, black man, he's standing at the line. I guess his food up next, basically. So I'm like, I just started looking at him, and then I just started thinking about life, and I started thinking about like myself in that position as an older man, you know, and I'm like, dang, time go by fast, yo. It's like we got opportunities in front of us, and we taking advantage of the opportunities we have, like when it's all said and done. Because I'm looking at him, right, and I'm like, as an older man, there's certain things that he can't do anymore, you know. He don't got his youth. He don't got that energy. It's just like he's not physically capable to do certain things anymore. His mind probably don't work the same. It's different things, So I'm like, I don't want to be in that position when I'm older and have regrets. Like, there was things that I didn't get to do, didn't get to achieve, and for no other reason than I didn't go for it. So that was something that I just started thinking about. I'm like, man, that's crazy. And life passes you up so fast. So I'm just coming on here to, put that in your mind. Like anything that you feel like you want to hold off for later, or you feel like you don't want to do at all. Like, oh man, I don't want to do that. I'll do that later. Nah, you shouldn't take that approach because there's so many times in my life where I felt like I wasn't gonna do something. I remember I used to be like, man, I ain't never gonna work in a restaurant, or like I was too good for the position or something. And everybody's life is different. But there was times where, I was like, man, I'll never do that. And then I find myself years later in that position. And it's like, man, if I would have just came here to begin with and got this out the way, I wouldn't be there years later. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes, you can't skip the line when it comes to hustle, when you got to get it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling like I want the best out of life. Cars, nice house. It ain't gotta be the craziest thing, but I want to look comfortable at least, especially in today's society. It's harder. Like, it's all a mindset, because things really ain't harder. It's about what you do to get in that position. They doing little things, but you can do whatever you want still at the end of the day, because people are doing it. What's the difference between you and somebody else? There's still new millionaires every day, but it ain't even about money. The relationships you want, you not going for it, you not talking to that girl, things like that. So it's like, just in any aspect of life, go for it, whatever you want, do what you want to do, or you won't have that regret later. It's just something to think about. That's something I thought about. I'm like, you can't put up these barriers on yourself, because 9 times out of 10 is you stopping you from doing something. I remember I was nervous to do YouTube. Like, I was always kind of like worried in front of the camera. But if you don't do something and practice something, you're never gonna get good enough to do it at a better level. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever you want to do, whatever you want, my word of advice to you, go for it. Give it a shot. That's all I got, yo.